What does providing choices look like during continuous learning at home? There are a lot of different types of choice boards. Here I have Googled choice boards and have an overwhelming amount to choose from. Most likely your child's teacher has already provided you with choice boards for specific content. They may have also provided you with a menu. You're more likely to see a menu, a list, such as this, for middle school and high school students. You might want to consider creating your own choice board to help your student decide which subject or subjects to do for each day. You can simply create your own with a blank piece of paper. It doesn't have to be high-tech or beautifully laid out. Let's just keep things simple. Divide your paper into the number of courses your student has. I'm focusing on the 4 core subjects. I folded my paper into 4s and labeled each section. You can make a list of specific tasks in each section, or you can use sticky notes like I'm doing here. You can write a task or tasks for each sticky note, depending on what works best for you and your student. And that way when they're done, they can rip it off and throw it away. That can always be very satisfying. You can pair your choice board with the menu. If your child has a menu or menus that are overwhelming, I suggest paring them down. Mark out the ones that they don't want to do at all. Then work with them to star their favorites and dot maybe the less preferred ones. This will help them have a sense of control over their choices. In addition to using choice boards or menus to help decide which tasks and activities to complete, your student may also want to decide how they're going to complete or engage with a task. They may prefer paper pencil. They may prefer technology. They may prefer being online. They may prefer audio recording a short story versus writing or typing it. Having these options can help reduce the level of anxiety going into a task. Your student can also choose where they want to do an assignment. Maybe it's at a desk, or in their room where they're cozy, on the sofa, at the kitchen table, or the breakfast bar. Cozy little nook in the house. And if it's nice outside, maybe it's outside. Your student may also benefit from the use of a time limit, how long they are expected to work until they get a break from the task. Using a visual timer can help reduce their frustration and keep them from watching the clock and increase their level of engagement. If your student is overwhelmed with the amount of work, they might benefit from being able to choose how much they will complete before having a break. We call this chunking. And when your student has choice over how much and which chunk to start with, they will have more ownership over the assignment. So far I have presented how you can support your student in making successful academic decisions through choice-making strategies. Next, I will share a few tips to help support you through this process. Of all the choices your student is able to make about their academics, you may have to limit or control where they're able to work. This is due to all the other possible activities that may be going on in your home at this time. Only offer those choices that you are okay with, that work for the whole family. We call these choices fixed choices. Try not to limit their choices when they are refusing or acting out. This can increase the likelihood that they will escalate more and be less likely to re-engage later. Instead, work with them to readjust the choices that they've made. Maybe at this particular time, they need less work or a shorter time limit. Whatever it may be, try to help them work through the process. This is a stressful time for all of us, students included. Lots of options are already limited. Students aren't able to work in groups or with a partner, and if that is your student's preferred method of doing schoolwork, then they may already be hesitant. Take a deep breath and give both yourself and them grace during this time of continuous learning.